Welcome to Collision Hub News Network, your monthly source for collision repair news, events, and the information you need to keep your business moving ahead. In this episode, the Texas verdict is in. Crash testing changing automotive repair procedures. iCar goes 360 with Honda, and repairers still fail to access OEM procedures. All this and more, so let's get started.
This is CHNN.
It's not just the new CAFE standards that are affecting automotive design. The performance of a vehicle on its last Insurance Institute for Highway Safety crash test can generate more rapid adjustments to automotive engineering by vehicle manufacturers. One example would be the 2017 Lexus IS. Any 2017 IS built before July 2017 only scores an acceptable overall on the small overlap crash test, including a poor rating for shin and foot protection. But Lexus engineers revised the body structure, and any model built after July 2017 earns the highest honor, Top Safety Pick Plus. According to IIHS, it's the second major structural change for what might at first glance have seemed like the same car since the current generation IS appeared in 2014. The latest revision includes a change to the backing material in the footwell and a revamp of the front end structure. What does this mean for collision repairers? It's never been more critical to assess and review repair procedures for each and every vehicle, and to do so each and every time for situations just like this. A mid-year design change which can affect procedures. This could mean two cars in the shop that technically are the same year and model, but may in fact differ in repair planning. However, there may be more changes coming from IIHS crash testing. In 2016, the organization decided to run the passenger side of small SUVs through the same small overlap crash test that's tracked on the driver's side since 2012. The results proved an embarrassment for Nissan, Subaru, and Toyota, who all earned marginal or poor ratings for the passenger side despite good results on the driver's side. IIHS will, starting in 2018, require all vehicles to obtain a good or acceptable on the passenger side, as well as the good required on the driver's side to earn a Top Safety Pick Plus honor. Either way, the existence of the testing might send several OEMs scrambling to redo their passenger side structures the way they did for the driver's side for compliance in 2013. Perhaps the most important and publicized court case since Avery versus State Farm. Now that the case is behind us, what lessons or impact will it have on collision repairers, insurers, and OEMs?
The John Eagle case, as we've referred to it, it's a watershed moment in this industry. The case effectively involved young husband and wife who purchased a vehicle not knowing, they purchased it used, not knowing that it had had a roof repair, not from a collision damage, from hail damage. Unfortunately for them, the shop that had performed the repair had glued the roof on rather than welding it on as Honda had required in their specs. They chose instead, because they were a direct repair shop for State Farm, to follow State Farm's mandate that they glue the roof on, because that is the procedure that State Farm was willing to pay for. Unfortunately for the CHNNs, they got into an accident with the vehicle. They were horribly injured. The husband was burned extensively. The wife had broken bones throughout her body. And as a result of this, they sued the body shop. Rightly so, because the body shop had not followed the OE procedures. The body shop, when the case went to trial, was found negligent, and there was a $42 million verdict.
The jury came back and they said, you know what, when there are OEM repair specifications like there were for the Honda Fit, when the iCar says to follow the OEM repair specifications. When iCar says, remember who your customers are. When John Eagle says on their own website that we're going to restore this vehicle back to its pre-collision condition, the jury listened. One of the things that made the jury so upset with John Eagle in this particular case was the testimony of the corporate representative who was the service shop director. He specifically stated that if you come to our shop even today, the insurance companies are going to dictate how we repair your vehicle. That really resonated with the jury, and they became extremely angry about that. But more importantly than that is he specifically stated that they decided to let profit overtake safety because they wanted to get paid rather than do what was right. I think this is the right case at the right time with the right environment. And what I mean by that is for far too long, I believe the insurance companies have been bullying the repair industry by basically dangling these carrots out there called DRPs out there, saying you will do it our way, to hell with what the OEM repair specifications say, to hell with what the OEMs say about using aftermarket parts. But what we're gonna do with this particular case is get a groundswell together. We are going to get all of these courageous fighters, the guys that are out on the front line, all of these service collision repair facilities out on the front line and say, we are going to be held accountable and responsible, and we will be bankrupt because we know how to do this the right way. The OEMs tell us to do it, iCar tells us how to do it, and we are not going to let you dictate terms to us anymore. You need to do what you do best, and that is take in insurance premiums and then pay for it. You need to let us do best what we do, and that is repair vehicles the right way.
I think that this is a wake-up call not only for the collision repair industry, but for the insurance industry. Insurers need to recognize that what they have been asking the collision repair industry to do is to put people's lives at risk. And they have been asking the industry to be their conduit to do that, to put people's lives at risk so that they can either save or make money. And that is shameful. That is something that needs to be brought out. It is just as bad as being the dealer who sells opioids to children. And this is a tragic circumstance in which someone needs to take responsibility for the fact that by the insurer interference with the collision repair industry, they are materially involved in potentially harming people.
First thing I would do if I were in a repair facility, I would take a copy of the verdict, the $42 million verdict. I would stick it where any insurance adjuster, any claims adjuster comes in there and make them sign off on it and say, this is what can happen to us if we follow what you want to do. I would then, number two, if the insurance company wants your facility to do something that you know is going to put someone's life at risk, don't do it. Walk away and tell your customer in writing that this insurance company is jeopardizing their life. When you do that, that's going to prevent that customer, because that customer is going to read that and they're going to go, you got to be kidding me. This repair that they insist on doing will possibly kill me or my children. That's when it's going to make a change.
Even though you plan for it, being prepared never feels like enough. That's why when a catastrophe strikes, AR Direct will be there to help your business service, settle, and process claims promptly with the same care, compassion, and integrity that you provide your customers daily. Our team of specially trained catastrophe adjusters can respond within 24 hours of notice to be where you need them, when you need them. With the industry's leading total loss settlement reporting and only no-tow salvage program, you can enhance your automotive catastrophe services. We offer binding salvage bids from over 4,000 certified salvage buyers around the country. Receive payment and pickup in as fast as 24 hours, virtually eliminating costly secondary tows to salvage processing facilities and waiting months for salvage disposition and receipt of funds to close files. We know that your customers' needs are your greatest responsibility. You can trust AR Direct to help them recover from the unexpected. In person or on the phone, day or night, in the storm or after, we provide more than just the service you expect. we provide the care you need.
Can you count on just a visual inspection to determine damage? While identifying all structural damage has been impossible without measurement, now the future growth in carbon fiber and aluminum use among OEMs could have shops trying to identify damage at the microscopic level. Ducker Worldwide predicted this summer that 25% of automotive doors and 71% of hoods would be aluminum by 2020. While extrusions and cast parts are likely going to be replace only, it is possible to repair aluminum panels. However, Repair University Live host Larry Montanez stated, "A fracture in cast aluminum creates microfractures, and welding that area generates tiny little explosions and more microfractures on the part. Microcracking even occurs with aluminum sheet panel when a tear exists." A technician may feel like a part can be repaired, but the repair would not last. Heat from welding a damaged panel creates heat cracking, thinning, and work hardening of the panel. Carbon fiber, now on the upswing in usage from the OEMs, presents many of the same damage identification and repair issues as aluminum. It can be compromised at the microscopic level while appearing flawless to just the naked eye. General Motors Body Structures Advanced Composites Engineering Group Manager Mark Voss stated that composite hoods might not give any indication it's been damaged. In a pedestrian crash test with the Corvette C6, they noted the interior of the hood was completely destroyed while the outside appeared perfect. In a separate test, a carbon fiber hood was run into a barrier at 35 miles per hour. The panel rested back into original position with the damage largely invisible to the eye. Tools such as a micrograph were necessary to see the damage, according to Voss. While the implications of damage on the microscopic level are obvious to photo-based estimating platforms, the larger concern is in raising technician awareness during the blueprinting process. To ensure proper and safe repairs for the consumers, each shop will need to develop procedures for inspecting and testing parts for complete damage assessment. The SEMA show this month was packed with the latest tools and equipment for collision repair. Here's Kristen for another must-have cool tool for every shop.
Finally, something for the paint booth. Last year at SEMA, Sata introduced the Sata Jet 1500 B-Solve gun to just the US market. This gun is designed specifically for the solvent coatings sold here, both low VOC and national rule. Over the course of this year, we've used the guns on several shoots with a variety of paint companies, and like the rest of the products offered by Sata, the 1500 always delivered. It has a fine atomization pattern and allows you to really wet up the application, which is a requirement for these coatings. Both HVLP and RP versions are available in a 1.3 or a 1.4 nozzle set, making the 1500 Solve a total application solution for painters. What really makes this gun different than the rest of the Sata lineup is that specialized spray pattern. The pattern is wider or thicker, which allows the painter to work faster and still achieve the finish and coverage you need for today's fast-paced production body shops. If you're spraying solvent and you want a top-of-the-line application weapon at a great price, this is your gun. With a list price of $599, there is no gun in that price range that performs this good. Also, if you've been thinking about making the switch to the Sata Army, or you're new to the industry and looking for your first gun, well, I'd highly recommend the 1500 Solve. To learn more about this gun and applications and setups, visit the Sata website. And for more information on application and refinishing, stay tuned to Collision Hub.
In today's collision repair environment, you need a partner who cares about meeting the needs of your customers as much as you, and one that understands the pace of your business. The training and dedication of our 24,000 employees allows Hertz to provide world-class customer service and seamless integration into your workflow while providing the daily support you need most. That is why we promise to do whatever it takes to not only keep up, but to move ahead. Hertz is ready. Are you?
Crash Network and Collision Advice have released their latest results from the Who Pays for What survey, but the numbers still are not great. Though the use of OEM procedures has again ticked up since the prior year, the number of shops reporting consistently consulting OEM procedures still remains far too low, the survey concluded. 48.8% of the 494 respondents reported checking OEM instructions most of the time or always, which was up from 48.2% in 2016. And much better than the 42.7% in 2015. But as Collision Advice CEO Mike Anderson reported, at the end of the day, this should still be done 100% of the time. The survey also looked at how and where repairers were accessing their information. It showed an interesting increase in the percentage of shops using iCar's Repairability Technical Support Portal and actual OEM websites to access procedures. 46.6% of respondents said they use the iCar RTS portal, which provides links to the actual OEM websites as well as additional commentary by iCar, an increase of nearly 6 percentage points since the 2016 survey. The formal OEM websites also saw nearly a 10-point jump from 2016. The increased use of the iCar and actual OEM sites might be welcomed by automakers and others who argue that the third-party repair instruction aggregators can't keep up with the actual OEM procedure websites. You can download a copy of all of the Who Pays for What surveys by visiting the Collision Advice website. Repairers participating in the surveys receive the results at no charge. The Honda Odyssey is a top seller in the minivan category and winner of the 2017 Best Minivan for Families. However, this family transportation vehicle is packed with technology and design features that make the repair procedures different than previous models. For more on the 2017 Honda Odyssey, iCar takes us 360.
Welcome to this edition of iCar 360, where we take you around some of today's most popular vehicles, sharing information you need to know for complete, safe, and quality repairs. Today, we'll take a look at the 2017 Honda Odyssey. While the exterior of the 2011 to 2017 Odyssey looks very similar, there are some differences in the structure that you need to be aware of. The 2011 through 2013 Odyssey featured Honda's Ace body structure and was made of 59% high-strength steel. Beginning in 2014, Honda moved to its next generation Ace body structure with a significant increase in ultra-high-strength steel, including 40 parts made from 980 MPa steel and nearly 20 more made from 1500 MPa steel. Honda also made a move to aluminum for the hoods and the fenders on the 2014 model. When accessing the collision repair information, it's important that you select the proper model year. When logging into the body repair manual section of the Honda website, you'll see a link for the body repair manual and a link for the body repair manual supplement for the 2014 and later models. If the procedure in the supplement differs from the original for a 2014 and later model, that information supersedes the original information. However, if there is no procedure in the supplement, the original procedure applies. Honda doesn't offer a sectioning procedure for the lower rail. However, they do offer a partial part replacement procedure at a factory seam near the cowl. Honda offers forward collision warning and lane departure warning on the Odyssey. If the camera unit is removed or replaced, or if the windshield is removed or replaced, the camera unit must be re-aimed. By now, it should be no surprise that Honda is using 1500 MPa steel for the side structure of the Odyssey. Similar to other models, no straightening or sectioning is allowed, and MIG brazing is required where spot welding tips can't access both sides of the joint. Blind spot warning is available on the Odyssey. If either the left or the right blind spot warning sensor is removed or replaced, alignment is required. Although no sectioning is allowed, there are several partial part replacement at factory seam procedures available for both the rear rail and the rear floor. The Odyssey is also available with Honda's Lane Watch camera, located in the passenger mirror. The camera requires alignment if it is removed or replaced, if the door mirror is removed or replaced, or if the door panel is repaired. More information on the calibration procedure for the Lane Watch system and the blind spot warning system can be found in upcoming iCar courses. For more information on Honda and Acura vehicles, visit iCar's Repairability Technical Support website. And for more training on Honda and Acura vehicles, visit iCar.com. Oh, sorry, I said that. Did you go on 3 or 1, 2, 3 and then go?
The ProSpot i5 Smart Welder is designed to handle all of your collision repair needs. With Auto Weld Mode, the i5 measures, senses, and welds consistently every time you pull the trigger, regardless of metal thickness or type, ensuring a factory quality repair. The high-resolution full-color touchscreen display simplifies navigation through more than 4,000 OEM repair screens. The updatable software features weld data and repair recommendations from the top automotive manufacturers. Raise your shop's collision repair IQ with the ProSpot i5 Smart Welder. Call your local ProSpot distributor today for a demonstration.
A Florida high school senior beat out 19 other nominees to earn the 2017 Collision Repair Education Foundation Student of the Year honors. Rosalinda Pablo is enrolled in the collision repair program at Naples, Florida-based Lorenzo Walker Technical High School, a charter school in which students are dual registered with the Lorenzo Walker Technical College. She was nominated by her instructor, Andy Retz. Retz commented that even though as a high school senior she is younger than most of the students enrolled in the collision repair program, she has demonstrated more ambition and determination than any student in recent memory. CREF sponsored a trip to the SEMA show this month for Pablo and Retz and honored them at an industry-wide reception. Congratulations, Rosalinda, from all of us here at Collision Hub.
In your body shop, he's the guru of grind, the meister of metal. He's the mender of fenders, the fixer of frames. He's the, well, you get the idea. Give your body man what he deserves. Cubitron 2 abrasive discs, wheels, and belts.
Hey, it's Kristen and welcome to Repair University. You know, it's hard to believe it's been 6 years since we aired our first episode, and with already over 2.5 million views, the show just gets better and better every year. But for 2017, we've decided to do something a little bit different. We're going to go live and put you behind the cameras and into the audience seat. 12 times in 2017, we'll broadcast straight here from the studio as we discuss all the repair techniques and processes you need to make 2017 your best year. Join in with your questions, any concerns that you have. It's like being right in the studio with us while we do the show. So log on to collisionhub.com, buy your season pass now, 12 episodes for $30, and don't miss a single live episode in 2017. Ready, guys? Hey, this is Kristen with Collision Hub, and welcome to Repair University.
Thank you for watching this month's episode of Collision Hub News. We hope you'll make CHNN your source for the collision repair news and information you need. Want more in-depth coverage of stories you heard about today? Please visit Repair Driven News, your daily source for information and editorial features for the collision repair industry. If you need to catch up on past episodes of CHNN, visit the YouTube channel and don't forget to subscribe, ensuring you'll never miss another edition.
This program is brought to you through the support of these sponsors. This is CHNN.